Hello traders, today I want to share a topic with you that is rarely discussed because it's not sexy. It's not about teaching you how to win. Today I'm going to teach you how to lose. Now I know it may sound strange and you're probably thinking, I want to learn how to win. I can assure you that until you learn how to lose a trade, or more importantly, a series of trades, which will happen, you will never become a long-term winning trader. Guys, let me paint a picture for you. You are on a winning streak, which isn't unusual. Trade after trade is hitting your targets. It seems like everything you touch turns to gold. You just can't go wrong. This is known as being in the zone. But then the inevitable happens. By some quirky twist of fate, everything turns around to the point where it seems everything you do goes against you. And this is particularly relevant when it comes to trading. And I think you would agree, it sucks. You have hit a losing streak. You're going to have winning runs, you're going to have a losing streak. So I want to teach you how to get out of a losing streak and get back into flow, if you like. It's these large series of losing trades, or the cycle, if you will, of losing trades that we need to learn how to break. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to go about doing that. Every trader faces losing trades, I know you know that, and indeed losing streaks. In fact, it's part of winning as a Forex trader. Since losing trades are indeed part of trading that we can't avoid, it's important that we learn how to lose effectively. How many times have your trade turned into a loser when you thought it was the perfect setup and you just couldn't go wrong? In these situations, it gives traders the most grief and they become emotional after a loss or it's a series of losses. As retail traders, we never really know with any certainty the outcome of any trade. You can, in fact, as small retail traders, again, we can't control the direction of the market. Therefore, you should always be consciously aware of the fact that every time you enter a trade, you could indeed lose the money that you've put on the line. If you can truly accept that you could lose on any given trade and manage your money as a result, this should largely eliminate any potential for becoming emotional after a losing trade. And this is the key to breaking the cycle of emotionally induced losing trades. There are emotional losing streaks, which you can control, and there are natural losing streaks, which are the normal random distribution of winning and losing trades, which you can't control. But you can mitigate by controlling your risk on every trade. Either way, guys, here are some ways to help you break what I think is a losing streak. Number one, first one's very simple. Simply stop trading. Sounds pretty simple, right? I can't stress enough the importance of stepping away from your charts. Trading is one of those endeavors that if you allow it, it easily becomes a dominant thought. It's either consistently in the forefront of your mind or it's always in the back of your mind. Since most traders find it difficult to emotionally detach themselves from trading, you need to break this perpetual loop of being emotionally attached. In other words, you need to disrupt the thought. The best and most effective way to do that is the simplest. Most things in life, just stop trading. I know for me personally, I've identified a pattern through my trading journals that occur around half the year mark and towards the end of the year. It seems to me at these two times of the year that my trading results are not as consistent as they normally would be. I know this again because I keep very accurate trading journal, and at a quick glance it shows me that historically these two times of the year is when I need to step away from trading for a little while. I have learnt that when I'm in the middle of this losing cycle, if you like, it is unlikely that I'm going to trade my way out of it. So instead, I accept the reality, I take my losses and I walk away and I regroup. I consider taking time off critical to long-term trading success. So I encourage you, whenever you're feeling stressed or whenever you are having a run of losing trades, just walk away, do something else, recharge your battery, recalibrate. If you do this, I can assure you when you do come back to your charts, you'll be more relaxed and be able to once again focus on your trading. Number two, keep learning. If you're experiencing a continuous cycle of losing trades and a string of losers, see it as an opportunity to get better. Don't beat yourself up, just accept you probably have some more learning to do. The best way to do this, of course, is by keeping a detailed trading journal. I know you've heard about the importance of a trading journal. I've done a video on this very topic. I also know for a fact that very few traders actually input their trades into a journal. Without a journal, it is near impossible to remember why you took the trade. If you can't remember why you took a trade, it's impossible to identify why the trade went against you or what could you have done better. The biggest benefit of a trading journal is it gives you an accurate historical snapshot of where your weakness lies. So if you want to break a continuous losing streak, all you need to do is identify your weakness and work on that particular aspect of your trading. Again, the best way to identify that is by keeping a detailed trading journal. In most instances, you will find you don't need to change everything. But in fact, there will be normally one or two things that you need to improve on. Every successful trader I know has some form of trading journal. You simply cannot get better if you do not know where your weakness lies. You need to journal your trades. Number 3, guys, very obvious, control your risk. Being able to manage your risk effectively is of vital importance. This is the business of trading when it comes to losing properly. The dollar amount that you risk per trade is very important to your overall emotional state as you trade the markets. If you risk an amount that causes you to think about your trade all the time and you lose sleep over it, then you're highly probably risking too much money. There is not much point in taking time away from the markets, identifying your weaknesses, if you continue to risk an amount of money that causes you stress. If you are okay with losing the money you have on a trade, then you will avoid the emotional state after a losing trade. This is a key component of breaking the cycle of losing trades. Because you are effectively emotionless, you will not be tempted to trade emotionally, which of course leads to losing trades. The best way to eliminate emotional losing streaks is to be totally cool with the amount of money that you stand to lose. Number 4, guys, patience and discipline. How many times have you heard this? If you can avoid jumping back into the market after a losing trade because you want to make your money back, you will avoid losing cycles. It's as simple as that. A lot of traders jump back in and revenge trade. I'm sure you know that, because they are not comfortable with the amount of money they have just lost. Don't be that trader. A lot of traders struggle with patience and discipline, and a lot of traders have continuous losing streaks. If you want to break a losing streak, you are going to have to develop patience and discipline. When you have the patience to only enter a trade when it is an obvious high probability price action setup presents itself, this allows you to avoid many less low probability setups. It's these low probability setups that lead to losing streaks. Having the patience to wait for the setup to come to you requires discipline. In fact, it requires almost superhuman discipline. There is no doubt about it. If you want to achieve success in any endeavor, you are going to have to develop a discipline, while you are going to have to get out of your comfort zone for a while. However, if you can stick it out, you will create a new habit and you'll begin to reap the rewards, whether it be going to the gym or trading or anything else. If you can go through some mild discomfort, you will see the efforts pay off. Then, of course, it becomes effortless. Number 5, and the last one, guys, master one strategy first. I'm sure you've heard me talk about this. One of the best ways to avoid losing streaks is just to master one effective strategy. Let me remind you of a quote from Bruce Lee. I fear most the man who has learnt one kick 10,000 times, not the man who has learnt 10,000 kicks once. Many traders jump from one strategy to the next. I'm sure you know this, trying to find that holy grail. There is no holy grail. Successful traders have taken the time to master only a small handfuls of strategies, one at a time. Trading is largely a game of trial and error. However, if you focus on mastering just one strategy and testing it over a large enough series of trades, sample size of trades over a long enough time frame, on a demo account first, until that strategy has proven itself, you will put yourself in a position where the losing streaks that will occur are now just the random distribution of winning and losing trades and not the result of your strategy. Experts in any endeavor generally make more money than the generalists. When you're a specialist, you reap the rewards. Why do you think only, let's say, 10% of traders are successful? Because they are specialists. They are not generalists. So in conclusion, guys, just in wrapping up, number one, you can't avoid losing when it comes to Forex. Get used to it, or trading in general. Get used to it. You are just going to have to accept the fact that you are going to lose from time to time. Once you can truly accept that, the only thing you need to do is control the things that you have control over. We can control our emotions. We can control the money that we are risking. We can control whether we are patient and whether we are disciplined. We can control mastering one trading strategy at a time. We can control if we choose to learn from our mistakes or whether we repeat them. If you only focus on what you are in control of and accept that you cannot control the market, your trading will not only become profitable, but will also become relatively stress-free. It's not necessarily easy, but it's certainly doable and well worth the discipline it takes to be in complete control of your own trading and your trading destiny. That's all for today, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.